In this video, we are going to set up SQL server in our Linux virtual machine. To begin with, verify your IP address so you are sure the network is working. After that, we are going to type the simple command apt-install -mariadb server y. It is going to take a while depending on your system, but I'm just going to give it a skip. It can take 2 to 3 minutes. Sometimes it can look like it's taking more, but yeah, approximately it's going to take 2, 4, 5 minutes. Once the first command is over, everything is loaded up and you get your command line back. Type in mariadb-secure-installation. Here you have to use your root password, the password which we configured in the first video. Switch to Unix. You can just type in and change the root password. If you want, you can type Y. I'm going to say no. Anonymous users, yes, I want to remove them. This allow root login remotely. No, it's not necessary. In these options, you can technically select anything as you like. It doesn't affect much. Remove database access to it. Reload privilege tables now. Yes, enter. Okay, now we have Mariadb. Now what we have to do is configure phpMyAdmin. It is a web-based interface which allows us to interact with our SQL database with having a proper graphical interface. And this graphical interface is not going to be inside Linux, but in our Windows. We will access the phpMyAdmin web page using our any other device on the same network. So here's the command. You can see it on the screen. I'm going to type it. Press enter. Once again, the loading may take a while depending on your system. So I'm just going to give it a skip. It's 97%, 98. Okay. Once this options pop-ups, it's going to pop up. You have to use spacebar and select the first option, Apache 2. If you remember in the second video, we configured and installed Apache 2 web hosting service. So now what we are doing is we are going to make our phpMyAdmin use this Apache 2 web hosting service to provide that web page. In here, this can optionally handed. Just say yes. Password for phpMyAdmin. You can keep it anything. It's on your choice. I'm going to use the same password like always, admin123. Or confirm the password. And maybe there's going to be one more pop-up. No, okay. Once you have your command line back, you are ready to execute the next commands. Now, generally, we have already installed the service, the SQL server. Let's check it out. MariaDB. Enter and okay, now we are officially running MariaDB, the server manager, the program which we use, the service which we use to interact and work with SQL. Type in the command like this: create user. Be careful with capitals and space and inverted commas with everything. The syntax matters in this case. As you can see, and I'm sure you can understand, we are creating a user 1 identified by the password admin1234 hashtag. So in proper organizations, these passwords are kept with great attention to make sure to use sophisticated combinations. But since it is a local server and we are just doing for our own test and practice, so we can just keep everything simple so we don't forget. That is the reason I'm using everything as the same username and the same password throughout this server configuration, so I won't forget a bunch of password. But if I have like one password for everything, it's not going to be difficult. You will always remember it. Okay, once it's done, generally, yeah, grant all privileges on. We are granting all the permissions to the new user we created just now. So I'm going to type in the new user here as well, user1. And this is not your Linux user, by the way. It is your Mariadb phpMyAdmin user, the user which is going to access your web interface to manage your SQL and interact with your SQL database. So once again, be careful with the syntax. Oops, no database selected. Let me try another command. Yeah, I think you don't have to use this command. Just leave it. Just jump straight to this one. Flash privileges. Okay. Okay, exit. I think it's going to work. The command which failed, I'm sure I did something wrong. I can't understand it for now, but it's not necessary. We are going to work either way. Now again, verify your IP address and go to your any of your browser. Type in your IP address. Like I'm doing HTTP. Careful, it's not HTTPS. For now, it is HTTP. phpMyAdmin. Oops, we have to type it in the search bar, the above one. Yeah, phpMyAdmin. Enter. Here you go. You see, we can access our PHP web page, and it is not once again in my Windows. It is in the Linux server. The Linux server is the one providing this web page, and we are just accessing it, viewing it, either as an administrator or a user or whatever. Now use your username and password which you configured. Log in, and here you can see we are inside phpMyAdmin. We can create databases here. We can connect them with live web pages, and we can do all those type of things here. I hope you liked the video, and in the next video I will try to show you how to make a website using AI.